Дам вам секундочку насладиться этим зрелищем. Ну что, приступим.
Proctor Ingram.
I've checked and rechecked everything. I think the signal interceptor's ready to go. Are you?
Let's do this.
All right. Head up onto the platform and we'll see if I can find a signal to lock onto.
Сюда.
Pull yourself together and get up onto that platform. Let's
Здесь я.
see. Relays dialed in. Beam emitters warmed up. Everything looks green. Let me start scanning for the signal. Cross your fingers. I'm inputting the code now. Wow, there's a heck of a lot of
Надя,
interference and
Сережа,
bursting. It's gonna
собака.
take a minute or two to lock in. By the
Школьные
way, this
друзья.
little trip you're taking is a heck of an opportunity to find out as much as we can about the Institute and what they're up to.
О,
I put a
прощайте.
program on this
Вы меня не
holotape
увидите
that'll scan
никогда.
your network and download anything it finds.
Давай уже
If you
заводи.
place it in any terminal down there, it'll do the rest. Bring it back to me and I'll see if I can make sense of whatever it found. Well, well, looks like we have a winner. RF wave capture complete. Ramping the emitter. 60%, 80%. Emitter spiking but steady. All that's left is to throw the transmit switch. Transmitting in 3, 2, 1. Stay safe, soldier.
О, боже. Я в раю? С надеждой спросил я. Господь? Так, что она мне там говорила делать-то? Институт, нетвок, сканер, холотейп, институт, терминал, так, нетвок, как она называется? Нетвок, сканер, холотейп, так, хорошо. Как? А, вон внизу, это вообще другая кнопка. Зачем мне Дима Memory-то? Ой, любую вообще что ли могу? А, вот. Все? Угу. Так, ну ладно.
Hello. I wondered if you might make it here. You're quite
Broken.
resourceful. I'm known as Father. The Institute is under my guidance. I know why you're here. I'd like to discuss things with you face to face. Please, step into the elevator.
Сказал таинственный голос. Ой, оно само едет.
I can only imagine what you've heard, what you think of us. I'd like to show you that you may have the wrong impression.
Вы убиваете моих друзей, синфов.
Welcome to the Institute.
Они хорошие.
This is the
Гады.
reality of the Institute.
Такое у меня
This
сложилось
place,
впечатление.
these people, the work we do. For
Нет.
over 100 years,
А вы не
we've
такие.
dedicated ourselves to humanity's survival.
Humanity.
Decades of research,
Humanité.
countless experiments and trials, a shared vision of how science can help shape the future. It has never been easy,
Футюр.
and our actions are often misinterpreted by
И так
those
в лаву
above
меня
ground.
постепенно опускают.
Someday,
Горячо.
perhaps, we can show them what we've accomplished.
Под это,
But
под
for now,
убаюкивающие разговоры о перспективах человечества там.
there's too much at stake here to risk it all. As you've seen, things above are unstable. I'd like to talk to you about what we can do for everyone. But that can wait. You are here for a specific, very personal reason. You are here for your son.
Я здесь за сканером, на самом деле, за аппликатором. Ну, в принципе, все, моя миссия выполнена пока. Шон, ты сын? Ты?
Sean?
Huh? Yes, I'm Sean.
Sean? Oh my god. It's really you.
Who are you?
Sean, it's me. I'm your dad.
Father, what's going on? What's happening?
Yes, it's me, your dad. I'm here, Sean.
What's going on? Father? Father!
Sean, open the door.
I don't know you. Go away. Father! Father, help me! There's someone here, help me!
Who is Father? Where is he?
Father? Father, help me! He's trying to take me! Father? Father, help me!
Sean.
Привет, как дела? Нормально?
Well, hello.
Ну, я пошутил, естественно. Я пошутил. Я ж так просто квест не брошу.
S923, recall code Cirrus. Fascinating, but disappointing. The child's responses were not at all what I anticipated. He's a prototype.
Синфы — это не люди, это машины, как кофеварки. Поэтому убить синфа — это как убить маленького ребенка. Так же не страшно.
Let's try and keep an open mind. I recognize that you are emotional.
Да, я
That
очень
your journey
emotional.
here has been fraught with challenges.
Да,
Let's
вообще.
start anew. I am Father. Welcome to the
I
Institute.
am your father.
Father? That's your name? Your title?
Father is my unofficial title. It's what I've come to mean to the people of the Institute, just as you mean to your son, to Sean.
Just help me understand what's going on here.
I promised answers, and answers you shall have. But I need you to realize that this situation is far more complicated than you could have imagined. You have traveled very far, and suffered a great deal to find your son. Well, your tenacity and dedication have been... It's good to finally meet you, after all this time.
Че ты перескочил фразу-то?
It's me. I am Sean. I am your son.
It's really you? After all this time?
Yes. It's true. In the vault, you had no concept of the passage of time. You were released from your pod and went searching for the son you'd lost. But then you learned that your son was no longer an infant, but a 10-year-old boy. You believed that 10 years had passed. Is it really so hard to accept that it was not 10, but 60 years? That is the reality. And here I am, raised by the Institute, and now...
О чем думаешь, что мне так трудно принять? Я верю во все.
But why? Why take a child? Why take you?
Ah, now that's the question, isn't it? Why me? At that time, the year 2227, the Institute had made great strides in synth production. But it was never enough. Scientific curiosity and the goal of perfection drove them ever onward. What they wanted was the perfect machine. So they followed the best example thus far. The human being. Walking, talking, fully articulate, capable of anything.
So the weird science experiments needed specimens. That's why they took you.
In a manner of speaking. Yes. The Institute endeavored to create synthetic organics. The most logical starting point, of course, was human DNA. Plenty of that was available, of course. But it had all become corrupted. In this wasteland, radiation affected everyone. Even in their attempts to shield themselves from the world above, members of the Institute had been exposed. Another source was necessary. But then the Institute found me, after discovering records from Vault 111. An infant, frozen in time, protected from the radiation-induced mutations that had crept into every other human cell in the Commonwealth. I was exactly what they needed. And so it was my DNA that became the basis of the synthetic organics used to create every human-like synth you see today. I am their father. Through science, we are family. The synths, me, and you.
60 years. So much time. Wasted.
I know. I know you must have questions. Please. Anything I can do to help you understand.
Kellogg. He worked for you?
Kellogg. He was an Institute asset long before I arrived here. It wasn't until I became director that I learned of all the things he'd done. What kind of man he was.
You knew the man was a psychopath, but you used him anyway?
Would you have preferred that I turned him loose on the Commonwealth? At least keeping him on a short leash kept the collateral damage to a minimum. The Institute took advantage of Kellogg's vicious nature. I will freely admit that. Institute technology prolonged his life, and his usefulness far beyond any normal human lifespan. He never failed the Institute, but his cruelty became more apparent with every completed objective. I won't lie. It's no coincidence your path crossed his. It seemed a fitting way to allow you, us, to have some amount of revenge. What else can I say to ease your mind?
Oh, your mother. She never got to see you grow up?
Yes. What happened to her was... I've gone over the records of the incident, of course. It seems her death was an unfortunate bit of collateral damage.
Collateral damage? Is that all she was to you?
I forget that it's been such a short time for you. I don't have any direct memories. And I've had my entire life to cope with the loss. Has it always been easy? Of course not. But I've done my best to move on and live my life. For many years, I never questioned who my parents were. I accepted my situation, and that was that. With old age comes regret. And asking what if more often. But what matters now is that you and I have a chance to begin again. What else can I say to ease your mind?
So you're in charge of the Institute?
I am the acting director, yes. I spent decades working to reach this point. It's a responsibility I take very seriously. The Institute. It's important. It really is humanity's best hope for the future, no matter what those above ground might think of us.
But director? Why you?
I was the most qualified for the position, obviously. I've lived my life within these walls. dedicated to science like every other member of the Institute. My hard work has paid off. Ultimately, the Commonwealth has nothing to fear from us. Whatever you've seen or heard, I know I can convince you of that. Just give me time. I know there's more for us to discuss. But the Institute is on the verge of some important breakthroughs. Your presence would be appreciated as we approach them. I've been a part of something amazing here. I've helped to build a life for myself and the people of the Institute. And now, after all these years, you have an opportunity to help with that. Doesn't that intrigue you? Isn't that what you want?
Maybe. I don't know. This is so much to take in.
I know. And I am sorry. You have been through so much in such a short time. The Institute can provide a better life than anything above ground. You've been in the Commonwealth. You've seen what it's like. I assure you that you are better off with us.
I don't know what to do.
I realize that. It's why I'm trying to help you. I hope that you can see that rationally. The Institute is the only thing left in the world that is worth being part of. I simply ask that you give the Institute, me, a chance. A chance to show you what I've been telling you. We really do have humanity's best interest at heart. Will you take that chance?
All right.
Thank you. The Institute is now your home, as much as it is mine. Please take some time, get to know it. Meet the people you'll be working with. You'll want to introduce yourself to the division heads. Dr. Fillmore in Facilities, Dr. Ao in SRB, Dr. Holdren in Bioscience, and finally Dr. Lee in Advanced Systems. They've all been notified.
Доктор Ли, это же это,
Meet them.
которыми надо
Then we'll
переманить.
discuss what comes next.
Угу. Ну, все, говорили, нормально, засейвимся. Так, задача нам поставлена какая? Так, ну это понятно, это потом встретиться с этими. Так, а я же еще должен это... Нет, 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 нет. Ну ладно, встретить это лидеров. О, куча стрелочек. Значит, могу идти? А, нет, не сюда, видимо, да? Куда? На лифте? А, все, открыта дверь. Ну, пойдем встретимся. Раз такое дело.
Almost done. Just need to tighten up this primary drive servo.
That's the third primary drive breakdown this month. As far as I'm concerned, the phase-out on these older models can't come soon enough.
Oh, I don't know. Most of them have lasted long past their projected lifespans. If you ask me, they were built pretty well.
Well, I can't argue with that. Even so, I'm ready to see the full Gen 3 roll out.
There we go. All set. Unit, you can return to duty.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thanks again.
Of course. We're all looking forward to working with you.
The Institute is my life. I hope it'll be yours too.
It's an honor to have you here, sir.
Так подожди ты, я ж поговорить должен
Excuse
с
me,
тобой.
Doctor.
They weren't kidding. You really are here. Well, all right. I'm Allie Fillmore. You can think of me as the Institute's chief engineer. When
Чё ты
Father
сам
told us
спиной-то
about
говоришь?
you, I could hardly believe it. You've been through so much. I think most people would have just given up. If you don't mind my asking, what was it that kept you going all that time?
I guess I just wasn't ready to die yet.
Oh, that's understandable. The will to survive is the most basic human instinct. Now, I'll give you a quick rundown of the facilities division, and then I'll answer any questions you might have afterward. As you might guess, we keep the Institute's mechanical and electrical systems running smoothly. We maintain and upgrade all of the systems that make it possible to live and work in a place like this. There's a lot of machinery behind these walls that recycles the air and water and provides power to the laboratories and quarters. The work we do might not be as exciting as some of the other departments, but it's at
Погодь,
least...
я же эту должен
So,
это,
now that
переманить-то,
you're
да?
here and you've spoken to Father, does that mean you're on board?
Absolutely.
Oh, good to hear. It'll be a load off Sean's mind. Take your time. Get yourself acquainted. There's a lot to take
Или
in.
нету?
Plenty of things you won't find topside. If there's anything else you'd like to know about the Facilities Division, I'm happy to discuss it.
It must be a challenge to meet the power demands of a place like this.
Absolutely. We scratch and scrape for every precious ounce of voltage that we can. Over the years, we've learned a few tricks that help supplement our power budget. When necessary, we can tap into select sources on the surface. We take only what we need, of course. Fortunately, Advanced Systems is always working on new solutions to generate more energy. It's a good thing, too, because the demand is always increasing. You don't even want to know what a single use of the molecular dematerializer consumes.
100 ватт. Я же знаю. Стоп. Доктор Ли, да? Ты же не доктор Ли, да?
Allie,
Конечно, не доктор Ли, да.
Something I can help you with?
I'd like to know about the people in your division.
Of course. Dr. Lawrence Higgs is our mechanical engineer. He oversees the major life support and security systems. Power distribution is Dr. Evan Watson's area of expertise, and Dr. Newton Oberly is in charge of food and housing. He coordinates with bioscience to ensure that our meals are balanced for optimal nutrition. We also make use of a number of synth units for low-priority maintenance and labor.
Так, пошли. Ну что, уходить-то
Dr.
сразу?
Fillmore.
Glad you made
What's
it.
on your mind?
Who built this place originally? Has it been here long?
The construction of the Institute is the work of generations of scientists. The original survivors of the war, our progenitors, took refuge in the basement of the old Commonwealth Institute of Technology. Over time, their sons and daughters dug deeper into the earth and built increasingly sophisticated habitats and laboratories. It's a process that's still going on today. Even now, we're digging out tunnels for new facilities and infrastructure. Just think what this place will look like 100 years from now. I hope I'm there to see it.
Так, ну ладно, это я встретил. Да? Мне ничего не показывает. Да, на нее стрелки нет больше. Куда? Ну вот. Что это? Bioscience. Это где Virgil, что ли, работал? Bioscience-то. Вроде как. Да?
You had time to examine my latest reports on Batch 274?
Not yet. I've been reviewing Father's plans to expand our operations at Warwick. He's eager to get that going, so I've had to put everything else to one side.
I wonder how the Warwick family is doing. Young Wally must be close to 10 years old by now. It's remarkable that any child can survive for so long up there, don't you think?
I try not to think too much about it. We have more than enough to occupy ourselves here. And those people are the last remnants of a dying past. It's best not to dwell on the subject.
They're still people, and they're suffering. We can at least admit that it's regrettable. After all, how can we hope to redefine mankind if we can't even hold on to our own humanity?
Well, that's a question best left to our colleagues in the robotics division.
Yes, well... I suppose you're right.
Так, а может мне с тобой сначала поговорить?
Doc.
Yes, yes, I'm sure that whatever you have to say is very interesting, but now simply isn't a good time.
Ага.
Someone's a little full of himself.
Hardly. There is no place for ego in science. I'm simply trying to tell you in as polite a manner as possible that I am busy. Now, goodbye.
Фига ты, блин. Так. Ух ты, какие штучки.
Hey, Doc.
Welcome. So good to have you here. Dr. Clayton Holdren, head of the Bioscience Division. I can't wait for you to see the work we're doing. It's truly amazing.
I look forward to learning more about it.
In that case, let me give you a brief overview of what we do here. As the name implies, the Bioscience Division specializes in fields of study such as botany, genetics, and medicine. Our most important directive is to ensure the health and well-being of everyone in the Institute. To that end, we cultivate highly specialized breeds of flora for use in food and medicine. We've even started to explore the idea of synthetic animal life. You probably saw the gorillas. They're really just a pet project at this point, but the potential is exciting nonetheless.
Не видел я никаких горилл.
Seems like there's nothing you guys can't do.
With hard work and ingenuity, any challenge can be overcome. I'm sure I've taken up enough of your time as it is. But I have to ask, have you decided whether you'll join us?
Всем
I'm
будет
not
говорить,
sure
что
how
да,
well
конечно.
I'll fit in, but I'd like to give it a try.
Great. I was hoping you'd say that. In any case, I imagine you'll want to continue looking around. Or, if you prefer, I'd be happy to answer any questions you might have.
Is there anything I can do to help out?
There might be. Tell you what, you get settled in, and check back with me later. I'll see what I can find out.
Подожди, у меня еще вопрос.
Dr. Holdren.
Something I can do for you?
Где этот серум Вирджила?
Tell me more about those synth gorillas.
On the whole, I'd say they were a success. Their behavior does generally match what our historical data says it should be. Unfortunately, we had a few early setbacks. The creatures can become suddenly aggressive, and they're quite strong. They destroyed 2 of their synth handlers. So now we keep them in an isolated habitat where they can be safely observed.
Ну хорошо, еще подожди, ты куда не уходи.
Clayton,
Anything I can help you with?
you mentioned medical care. I might need that from time to time.
In that case, you'll want to introduce yourself to Dr. Dean Volkert. He's our top biologist and also serves as the Institute's resident physician. Dr. Volkert works in the infirmary. Just pay him a visit whenever you need to. You won't find better medical care anywhere else in the Commonwealth. I'll promise you that.
Так, хорошо, значит, поговорил с 2. Так, секундочку. Что там этот Вирджил говорил-то? Все делая. Нет, нет, нет. Да нет же, все это нет, не то. Ну, он же мне говорил достать этот... Как его? Лекарство-то. И что он тут работал в этой биомеханике где-то? Этот меня послал. А вон, горилла-то.
So much research, so little time.
У тебя имя есть? Нет. Что
Dr. Holdren's Synth Gorilla project is
Все
showing
тоже
promising results.
красиво, на самом деле. Только тесно им там,
So you were
горилкам-то.
there the day the bombs fell. That must have been terrifying.
Тесно, горилкам-то там, тесно. Так, ух ты, елки-палки. О, ребята, тю-тю-тю-тю, засейвимся. Так, никто меня не видит. Пя-пя-пя-пя, бя-ля-ди-да, да-да-да. Че я нажал-то?
Sweet.
А интересно, если бы я так пытался через это пройти, я бы сдох или нет? Человек, кстати, не попытался-то, дурак-то, а? Интересно же. Так, ну что тут у нас? Так, это такой же, наверное, терминал. Что тут? О, куда это я пошел? Тарарида, тарару. Ух ты. А не вы ли Да нет, наверное, не вы. Или вы? Не вы ли случаем делаете этих супермутантов? Подожди. Вот так вот. И найден был. Так, микроскопик. Аппликатор. Чуть дальше пойти. Что тут? У-у-у. Что я никак не попаду? Ух ты. Так, здесь ничего нет. Здесь так, по-бырому смотрим. Да, тут симфы есть. А, это. Тут какие-то мощные прям. Да елки, прям над головой не стояло. Тут мощные какие-то. Фига тут. Кошечка. Козлы. Уроды, блин. А где ты? Как я не заметил, не той же 2 штуки не заметил. Тут еще мина какая-то, блин. А, попеть. Я уже полздоровья потерял. Advanced. Надеюсь, там-то есть что-нибудь.
Yes.
Это шутка такая. Ничего нет. Все серьезно. Так, что-то меня это пугает. Мне надо это самое. А что тут так много дохлых КТ? Так, а это что? Что так много дохлых КТ? Меня это как-то несколько... Ах ты гнида. Ты где? Ты охренел, гнилье. Салтрон хренов. Где? Так, а что тут у нас? Fusion Cell, Rifle. Fusion Cell. Corsair Uniform, который, я не помню, дорого. Ай-яй-яй-яй. Я много несу, и надо что-то выкинуть, а Наташи нет у меня с собой. Ну чё, буду выкидывать обычные вещи. Может, без этого как-нибудь обойдусь. Ну, это уж точно. Мне не надо. Что-то я уже там не слишком много выкидываю. Че я так разошелся-то? Так, главное вот что. На мне-то все нормально, так надо проверить сейчас. Форму там. Так, weapon. Weapon фиг с ним. Что? На мне левая нога. А, все правильно. Чё я так обосрался весь? Я подумал, она ж так и называется. Slick Assault. О, господи, я ж обосрался. Думал, я продал нормальную броню кому-то. Придурок. Так. Где-то на месте. Оружие это мое. Все на месте. Все на месте. Смотрю, ну как дурак пялись, думаю, что она называется по-другому. Так, дактейп, конечно, надо мне. Вандерглу, естественно. Так. Ну, что тут у нас? Зачем я беру этот pork and beans? Вандерглу. Ой, ну ладно. Фу ты, молоток-то я зачем взял? Ну, это мне 3 весит. Нифига себе, нафиг он мне нужен.
Got it.
Все ж хорошие вещи на самом деле. Ладно, пистол не буду брать.
Nice.
Тут ничего такого и нет. Так, а сюда-то можно было идти или нет? Стоп. А, ну да, это я открыл ворота здесь. А, нет, только сюда. Больше идти некуда. А что тут у нас? Decontamination. А, это я возвращаюсь, по-моему, да? Возвращаюсь просто другим способом. Можно было и туда так пройти, там, вскрыв 50 ловушек там. А я напрямую, потому что мастер типа взломал. О, да. Так, а high-power микроскоп. Тут интересно, как Джанк, что там он имеет. Он тоже, ну, вещи-то нужные, гири там, все это. А, ну что ж вы меня грузите опять? Так, а куда мне идти-то? Так, а каталайзер, вот что это такое? Nuclear Material, ну елки. Ха. Еще замок.
Nice.
Ох, опять я слишком много ношу. Опять надо его выкинуть что-нибудь. Так. Ну ладно, без этого обойдусь. Да и без этого обойдусь. В принципе, у меня одна есть уже. Зачем она мне еще одна? Вот это вообще не надо. А вот нельзя ли как-нибудь апдейтить, интересно? Мне просто интересно. Intelligence 2 прибавляет. Да елки-палки. Просто институтскую эту надел штучку, халат. И все. Raider Left Arm. Ну, это вот что я это ношу? О боже, какое у меня тут барахло. Я еще выкидываю нормальные вещи тут относительно. Так, нафиг назад. Да мне не нужно ружье уже. Так, а все, там еще, может, был вариант сюда пойти. Это куда? Нифига себе. Так, надо взять нельзя. Так, это я возвращаюсь, это я возвращаюсь. А это куда? Оба. А тут что такое? Ух ты, тут дверь закрыта. Интересно. Интересно, а тут что такое? Ха. Так, хорошо. Здесь понятно, это возврат. Там, наверное, тоже возврат, да? И там, наверное, тоже возврат. Так, это я здесь был. Сюда, сюда. Сюда, 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 сюда. Сюда точно. А это куда? А, ну это вообще вот, да. Так, это обратно в институт. Так, мне осталось два ученых поговорить с кем. А, еще одну надо же это, не просто поговорить, а сбить с пути истинного и вернуть этим брезыхудовцам. 44-43 метра вот сюда.
Is it true food supplement 77 has been discontinued?
That is correct.
That was my favorite one. Can't we keep it a little longer?
I will be happy to forward your request to the
Так, а ты
Bioscience
кто?
Division. In the meantime, please feel free to enjoy one of our other nutritious and flavorful food supplements.
I want supplement 77.
I am sorry, sir, but that supplement is no longer available.
Useless machine. Hi there.
Так, а ты торгуешь,
The
что ли?
commissary is always open. Would you like some processed sustenance packets?
I'll take a look, sure.
Нифига себе, вода какая у них. Так, а что я тебе могу продать? А, он только это берет, да? Только еду. Чуть первый раз вижу, чтобы брал только еду кто-либо. Все, ничего нет. Ха! Интересно. Все остальные продавцы покупали вообще все. Интересно. А этот типа избирательный. Слушай, я хочу это взять. Мне просто... Кофе Тин. Это что, джанк? Миск. Джанк. Кофе нет. А где она? Нет. А что это, миск? Ну и где она вообще? Не... А, вот, клин кофе тим. 2 алюминия, да? Да с весом 1 нафиг. Извини, что насорил. Так. Институт Advanced System.
She's been at it for over 2 hours. What is she even testing?
Nothing. At this point, she's just doing it for fun.
Подожди.
Hi.
I hope you and Father try to make up the time you've lost. Family is important.
Ты же говорить не будем со мной? А ты не ходи.
Hi.
А, или я с ним уже говорил.
Well, that was productive.
Safety first. Remember that.
Hi, Doc.
Since you're new here, you should take time to learn our safety procedures. And the sooner the better. Rules create order, and order promotes efficiency.
Words any former soldier can appreciate.
A man who understands the need for discipline will be a valuable addition here. I had some handbooks made up, but that was years ago. I'll see about getting one to you.
Sounds good.
Take care then.
Окей. Стоп, 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 стоп. Сейвлюсь. Ну-ка. Просто не пройдешь. Это как защита работает.
One day, I'll design a more efficient reactor to replace that old clunker in the basement.
Doctor.
Oh, hi there. Sorry if I seem distracted. I memorized 5 sets of design schematics, and now I'm doing detailed mental comparisons.
That's amazing.
Oh, well, a lot of us do that. Anyway, I'm glad you're here. I just wanted to say how much I admire Father, and that it's an honor to meet you. I really hope you'll stay here with us.
Rosalind.
It's really exciting having you here. I can't wait to see what you can do.
А я могу брать это? Тихо.
If you ask me, we're only scratching the surface with the latest synths.
Только я вроде не с ней должен разговаривать, да? О, тут еще. Я же не с ней, да вот тут кто-то. Вот. Вот это вот как раз, да, я должен доктора Лита и переубедить. Да, вот сейчас попробуем.
Excuse me, Dr. Lee?
Oh, it's you. You're not authorized to be here. Where are you going? I thought you wanted to talk.
This is day 8 of Trial 6. The last week has been very productive but exhausting. I think we'll need a break after this. Benet has done some really marvelous work with the personality mesh. It's almost too good. The responses map almost identically to expectations, some of the most lifelike I've seen. Of course, it's not really Sean. None of his memories are in there. That, even now, would be a step too far. It's starting to have an effect on the team, I think. I know I've been caught up in the moment once or twice. Just a second or two, forgetting that he's not a real boy. Still, I think we'll need to consider restricting him to the lab only for the moment. I'm well aware that others are put off by his presence. If I were slightly more arrogant, I might consider that a sign of success.
Dr. Lee.
Oh, it's you. You're not authorized to be here.
Actually, I was looking for you.
Me? Why?
I've been sent by the Brotherhood of Steel to find you.
You don't beat around the bush, I'll give you that. I knew it was just a matter of time before your people would track me down. I've been looking over my shoulder for almost a decade, waiting for them to send someone like you to kill me.
No, I just want to talk.
Fine. Since Father trusts you, I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. I might not agree with everything he says, but I know he'd never allow harm to come my way. Say what you came here to say, and then leave me alone.
Are you happy here?
You'd think being surrounded by cutting-edge laboratory equipment and some of the greatest minds the world's ever known would be enough. Only problem is the lack of transparency. I don't think we get the full story on everything that occurs down here. What does that have to do with why we're talking?
You should return to the Brotherhood.
Even if I wanted to return to them, why would they want me back?
The Brotherhood valued your presence, and we'd like you to come back.
Well, how sweet of them. Tell me something. Why would I possibly want to come crawling back to the Brotherhood? What reason would I have to throw away everything I've accomplished here?
Father trusts me, and so should you.
He trusts you because you're family.
Просто какой-то сказал.
I can't just take your word for it.
Самое глупое убеждение вообще.
The Brotherhood has always been straight with you.
I am getting a bit tired of all the secrets around here. Sometimes I feel like Father isn't being straight with me. Like there are things I'm not supposed to know about. I don't like that. But still, how can I turn my back on all of this?
Your work could be instrumental in freeing the Commonwealth.
You really know how to push my buttons, don't you? You know, I never understood why the Institute was so damn selfish. All those innocent people up there, dying. And here I am, surrounded by technology that could make their lives better. Yet we hide down here and insulate ourselves from everything and everyone. It's not right. It's not right. I'll make my way back to the Brotherhood. But I'm going to have to do it on my own. I can't take any chances being seen with you. Tell whoever sent you that they've just regained the services of Dr. Madison Lee. Now, for the sake of keeping up appearances, let me see that Pip-Boy of yours. I've been told to install a Courser chip in it for you. Father's orders. You're to be given full access, with the ability to relay in and out of the Institute at will.
Thank you. I'm sure that'll come in handy.
Given that the relay is the only way to access the Institute, handy is something of an understatement. In case the significance is lost on you, you'll be the only one here with that kind of access. If nothing else, it should demonstrate the amount of trust Father has placed in you. Speaking of, I trust our discussion will remain between the two of us. Now, I need to get back to work, and I'm sure you have other things to do.
Так, с этим диалогом закончили. Один у нас остался поговорить. Где он? Так, а вы кто
What are you
такие?
going to tell me about this mysterious Phase 3?
You know I can't talk about that. Hello.
Ха. Phase 3. Так.
No visible reaction to the K-14 compound.
You know the
We'll start
protocol,
with
sir.
trying.
Authorized personnel only.
So Dr. Ayo thinks he can hide in his office, does he? Well, you can tell him that I intend...
I'm seriously thinking of heading over to robotics.
I hear we're about to get a new food supplement.
Always be vigilant. We have many enemies.
Maybe I should take some courses with me. You know, send a message.
Please don't.
Feels like
There's enough friction as it is between us and pretty much all the other departments.
You going soft on me, Alana? My methods get results, and they will this time as well. You'll see.
Like any machine, a synth can malfunction. Just wish it didn't happen so often.
Hi.
I swear I spend half my time smoothing the feathers that Justin ruffles. We need to be able to collaborate with the other divisions, and that's a lot harder when they're always angry at us.
What's Justin doing that's causing friction?
Oh, he's just pushy and demanding. He thinks his problem should be everyone's biggest concern. I have to admit, though, the other divisions have never taken our needs as seriously as they should. Guess they see us as a necessary evil or something. It's really not fair. Oh, just listen to me. It's the first chance we've had to get acquainted, and all I want to do is complain. In any case, it was good to meet you.
Где этот?
Father's work has been a real inspiration for me.
Courses on the hunt are relentless. If you see one, you should stay out of its way.
It's an
Hi,
honor
Doc.
to meet you,
So,
sir.
Here you are. Justin Ayo, Acting Director of the Synth Retention Bureau. I'll be upfront with you. We're going to be keeping a close eye on you for the near future. Despite your relation to Father, you're a bit of an unknown quantity. I'm sure you understand. There won't be any issues, will there?
Why? Don't you trust me?
I'll be honest. You're an outsider. The first outsider to be allowed access to the Institute in quite a long time, in fact. There's little precedent for this situation, so it's only natural to take extra precautions. It's nothing personal, I assure you. Now, Father has asked that I provide you with a brief overview of the Synth Retention Bureau. Our primary responsibility is the recovery of escaped synths that are hiding among the human population on the surface.
Why would synths want to escape?
Synths do not want. They might look like human beings, but they're machines. As to why they're escaping? That matter is currently under investigation. Our main instrument is the Courser, a third-generation synth assigned to operate on the surface. Coursers hunt down and reclaim synths that have escaped the Institute. They are highly self-sufficient, trained in combat, infiltration, and tracking. In a word, our Coursers are relentless. But I gather you know all this, since you've encountered them already. In fact,
I'd very much like to know how you defeated it.
I'm no stranger to combat.
Even so, a Courser should be more than a match for any single combatant. I suppose I'll have to ask robotics to perform detailed diagnostics on the entire production run. As if we don't have enough problems. Now, unless you need something else, I'll get back to work.
If you're the acting head of the ESRB, who were you filling in for?
Dr. Zimmer holds that position. He's supervising the retrieval of some of the more high-profile units. In his absence, I keep things running smoothly.
Подожди, куда ты? Стоять.
Dr. Aya.
Yes, what is it?
You mentioned that coursers undergo special training. Tell me more about it.
The SRB constantly monitors our Gen 3 synth population, looking for specific traits. Those who show tenacity, fearlessness, and independence undergo a rigorous training regimen. We teach them armed and unarmed combat, investigative techniques, psychology, and mechanical skills. Those who pass a final evaluation become coursers. The rest have their memories wiped and return to their former duties.
Да не уходишь ты после каждого вопроса.
I'd like to know more about the synth reclamation process.
Fine. Once a courser has located a rogue synth, it uses that synth's recall code to wipe its memories and render it inert. We then begin the delicate process of restoring the neural pathways to their original configuration. In those cases where the procedure is successful, the synth returns to duty with no memory of its time on the surface. All too often, we're unable to repair the damage and are forced to dispose of the unit entirely.
Like any machine.
Так, хорошо, засейвимся. Так, со всеми поговорил. Угу.
Can malfunction.
Теперь моя задача какая? Поговорить с фазой, да? Угу. Да. Так, что здесь у нас есть?
3 levels of approval. Do you believe that? 3, sir.
Scanning. Subject identified.
All done.
Так, synth retention.
You can
Поговорить с отцом. А что у нас тут еще есть? Какие, значит, медицинские? Advanced Systems я вроде везде был, да? А это что? Жратва? А это чего? Что это такое-то? Чего это? Ух ты. Еще один мастер-терминал. Ну-ка. Я люблю мастер-терминалы. Это обычно просто так не ставят. Естественно, не угадал.
Got it.
Есть. Так, ну-ка засейвимся. Все время надеюсь, что не просто так вскрыл что-нибудь. Ну-ка, что тут? Серьезно? Каталайзер. А что хорошего тут есть? Ну, вот, прям скажем, вообще просто полное разочарование. Смешно даже. Опа.
As the Institute's requisition vendor, I can provide supplies for your missions on the surface. How may I assist you today?
А, бартер? Тогда подожди. Раз бартер, так давай-то все возьмем, что тут есть. Все равно ж можно будет унести. Так. Что тут у тебя есть? Ага.
Hey.
Welcome. Do you require additional supplies?
Let's see what you have.
Так, чуть дорогой что-нибудь есть так по цене? Валю, Марк 3. А, ну в принципе это одно и то же, да? Чем ниже твое здоровье, тем больше защищает, да. А прокачать-то до какого уровня можно? А Марк 2. Это же плазма райфл хорошая. Fast Array 15 так. Это я беру. Ну, чисто для этого. Это я не беру. Ну, это мне не надо. Ну, 8000 отдал, блин. Что это такое? Ну, ну, не понравится, так не понравится. Чё, в конце концов. Забирай. А у меня ничего нет, что продавать-то. Ха. My 8. Да, ну это можно продать, естественно. Зачем это надо все? Nuka-Cola, Psycho, один оставлю. Purified Water. Это мне не нужно, но это ничего и не стоит. Ну ладно, свободен. Так, засейвимся еще разок. Мы сейчас плазму пушку сделаем более повышенной яростности из этой. 25 лучше стрельба, сколько там процентов? Да? Да, у меня 2 есть.
Hey. Hi there.
Так, как мне пройти к этому отсюда? А, вот по лестнице, что ли? Вот он где. Ага. Ну да, говори, что надо.
Now that you've had a chance to see the Institute firsthand, what do you think?
Я думаю, что все великолепно.
You've got technology here that I never dreamed possible. It's amazing.
I'm glad you can appreciate what we've accomplished. None of it has been easy. Ultimately, all our knowledge and resources are focused on a single goal. The goal is best summarized by our motto: mankind redefined. Unfortunately, no advancement comes without occasional setbacks. As remarkable as our synths are, they can be dangerous without proper supervision. The superior synth mind and body attempting to wrestle with something approaching free will can be a recipe for chaos.
If the synths are intelligent and self-aware, then they have a right to free will.
However closely they may approximate human behavior, they are still our creations. When you see what I have to show you, I think you'll agree that we know what is best for our synths. A rogue synth has taken over the Raider gang at Libertalia. His memories have been erased, and his identity altered. He believes he's a man named Gabriel. Under his leadership, the Raiders have taken many innocent lives. I've dispatched a courser to Libertalia. I'd like you to join him and reclaim that synth.
We'll bring that synth home.
That would be best for everyone. Now you should get moving. Many people are in danger, and a delay could cost lives.
Так, отлично. Теперь, значит, это... Какой-то из ученых мне что-то говорил, зайди, мол, там. А какой, я уже забыл, блин, если честно. Так, да, сначала я же могу сейчас это, 0 транспортироваться, да? Дам Проктору этому холотейп, шпионскую, полученную мною. Так, где она?
Liberating the Commonwealth is a huge responsibility, but we'll get the job done.
Так, держи холотейп.
Here's your holotape, Proctor. Hope the data on that thing was worth it.
Thanks. You know, it's good to see you're still in one piece. I wasn't sure what the Interceptor would do to you.
You mean being zapped into energy and then put back together again? Piece of cake.
You can make jokes all you want, but I wouldn't put so much faith in technology I didn't understand. Speaking of technology I don't understand, I'll get this holotape to Proctor Quinlan. I'm dying to find out what's on it.
For all we know, that thing could be a recipe for Deathclaw surprise.
Well, it's the best we could do with such short notice. Before we jump to conclusions, let's see what Quinlan's scribes can get off of it. I'm sure the Institute has all of their data heavily encrypted, so it's gonna take some time to crack. After that, we'll have to see what we've got. There's no telling what we might have grabbed off their mainframe. In the meantime, your mission to recruit Dr. Lee still needs to be completed. I believe Elder Maxson gave you all of the details. Good luck, Knight.
Я же уже рекрутировал ее. Вы что гоните там? Просто не в курсе. Элдер Максу надо ему просто доложить тогда сначала было, наверное. Тогда бы она так не говорила. Безноженка. Так. О, французская тёлка здесь уже.
Have you ever fired a minigun? Barrels like.
Кстати, вот тоже миниган не тяжел. Ничего мне не прокачано. О, как тут долго качаться, а? Вон он, собственно, стоит. Хай.
I received word that Dr. Lee is returning to us. How cooperative do you think she'll be?
I've convinced her that the Institute is the enemy, not the Brotherhood.
Well done, Knight. As soon as Dr. Lee arrives, we'll interrogate her aboard the Prydwen. She's been under the Institute's influence for the last decade, and we can't afford to take any chances. Now, on to other matters. Thanks to the success of your reconnaissance efforts, it's time to advance our operations to the next phase. I want you to report to Proctor Ingram at the airport. She has a special project that requires your immediate attention. Once again, Knight, you don't fail to impress. Dismissed.
Так, теперь я хочу еще вот что сделать. Даже не знаю, где это задание. Я хочу этому Вёрджилу отдать его этот Сиру. Где он там? Рокки Кейв, что ли, вроде, да? А, нельзя отсюда лететь, естественно, да. Отсюда не летают, конечно.
By Elder Maxon's orders, all forms of technology
Не сюда. Вот сюда.
should be confiscated.
You must take care to reduce the radiation dose you absorb.
Красавец.
Well, I'm glad to see the relay didn't completely vaporize you.
Куда он вообще знает, пользовался я или нет?
But I pulled myself together.
I suppose you did. Now, what about the serum? Did you find it?
Чего? Нифига я знаю.
Right here.
That's it. That's really it. All right. Let's see. Let's see. Retrovirus has matured nicely. Density gradient is high.
Фига себе, какие опции дают, типа не давать, я тут... Что это вообще за безобразие?
Transcriptive exon strands have formed.
Has the reverse transcriptase survived the nucleotide synthesis?
Excellent question. Yes. Yes, it has. Fascinating. Oh, did you mean that as a joke? Well, it's time. There's only one way to test it.
Protect and serve.
No.
All right. Here we go. And now, we wait.
That's it?
What? Did you expect me to transform right before your eyes? This is science, not a two-cap magic show.
Я думал, это компьютерная игра, вообще-то.
I'm back in a few days, maybe a week, and... Well, I guess we'll see. In any event, you kept your end of our bargain. Thank you.
Так, я теперь могу что-нибудь брать, там у тебя нет? Хрена, да? Стоп, картина не Нет, картина по-прежнему висит. Так, уровень повышу. Т. Я хочу силу взять всю, какую можно. Так, сколько я теперь могу носить? 290, да, ну особо так, конечно, не бог знает что. И последнее, что я хочу сделать в этом эпизоде, это прилететь на базу и вот этот плазмоган, который я купил, или как там он называется? Плазма хрень это, короче. Апгрейдировать ее до чего там возможно. Но сделаю я это хитро. У меня же есть же уже апгрейдженный этот старый плазмоган. Я сейчас сниму с него все эти... правда, XP не получу. Ну, черт с ними, XP там немного. Сниму все апгрейды и переставлю просто на это. Так, для начала, во-первых, поспать с моей новой девушкой. Good morning. Я бы все для нее сделал, если бы в натуре так кто-то говорил. Так, сбросить весь джанк. Теперь взять, кстати, что тут у меня еще есть. Так, вот да, вот это вот из этого я сейчас буду делать. Это тоже надо проверить, конечно, да. Это тоже надо проверить обязательно. Как мне от этого-то избавиться? Посейдона я буду всегда носить теперь. Так. Weapon. А как оно называется, кстати? Надо посмотреть, надо, по-моему, довольно мощно. Надо посмотреть по мощности. Damage, да. Ну, не Фатман, конечно. А вот. Nimble Overcharge Plasma Sniper Rifle. С абсолютно бессмысленным 75% этим улучшенным движением во время прицеливания. Так, сейчас я засейвлюсь. И, кстати, может быть, бить-то они, наверное, будут одинаково. Так. Инвентарь. Weapon. Так, где тут Nimble? Значит, 120, 120. Кстати, дофига довольно-таки. Мне надо, чтобы этот был не меньше, чем 120, но у него 25 файрейт. Так, файрейт 136. А это 33? Не понял. А, потому что он автоматом сейчас, ну, конечно. Так, крафт. Nimble этот. Так, overcharge капаситор. Стандарт. Ой, а что? Cancel. Стандарт надо делать. А есть какой-то, который не надо делать вообще ничего? Ха. Improved. Все надо делать, что ли? Вы издеваетесь? Стандарт грип, лонг скоп, стандарт сайт. Хорошо. А теперь этот мой, где эксперимент 18А. Бустит. Так, этот бьет. Бустит. Мед этот надо, да? Бустит протон агитейтор. Да, вот это самый сильный. 36. Вот. XP не взяло, значит он у меня уже есть. Improved автоматик баррел мне не надо. Мне надо снайпер, конечно, баррел. Этот какой? Тоже, конечно, крутой, да, такой. Но это 36 всего. Ведь у меня нет этого не прокачанного автомата-то. Снайпер берем, да. Стандарт сток, естественно, нет. Recoil компенсейт. Так, что он делает? Стандарт грип. В общем, recoil компенсейт сток самый лучший. Medium скопа, разумеется, нет. Лонг рекон. И мне нравится Night Vision. Кстати, по-моему, у меня и был Night Vision. Они одинаково бьют просто. Этот отслеживает, ну, зато этот ночью видит.
You were screaming again last
Так. Exit.
Sorry.
Do you want to talk about it?
No, I'm fine. I just...
И... Так, этот Nimble я сейчас положу сюда. Сука, у меня плазмы-то патронов-то и нет, нифига. Черт. Так вот просто и не уберешь. Так хотел, может, был этот убрать. Потому что этот-то сильней. Да, Fire Rate 41. Правда, здесь 50. Ну ладно, черт с ним, пока походим со всеми. Так. Походим, поносим и то, и то. Эксперимент 18. Название зато крутое. Надо это, плазму это покупать, мои штучки. Так, и я сейчас хочу попробовать. Возможно, я не буду делать, но я должен попробовать, что получится, если полностью апгрейдить броню, которую я только что купил. Так. Марк 3, Chest Piece, Laminated Material. Нанофильма, резин 31, 30, 37, 56. Так. Асбестос, ланинг. А, он уже асбестос, да? А это ничего хорошего-то из него не выйдет. А, нет. Лид. Нет. Короче, нафиг не надо. Вот и все, что я могу сказать. Так, я перегружусь на это, чтобы не тратить. Чтоб не тратить ценный джанк на него. Что джанка нет никакого. Так, одно оружие, два оружия, три оружия. О, господи, сколько оружия. Так, убираю это самое. Марк 3 зря купил только. Ну, плевать, не важно. Убираю эти плазма ненужности. Вот, и на этом я заканчиваю эпизод под названием The Institute.